Fine, good morning to you all students. Hi students, how are you? I hope you all are fine and you all are doing well. So I hope by God's grace you all are safe. So pray to God daily for your health, your studies, your parents, your food and everything. Okay students. So warm greetings to you all students. Welcome to our today's online class. So till last class you have studied chapter 5 and also you have marked question answers for the chapter 5, isn't it? So today we are going to study a new fresh chapter, chapter 6. Okay. So what's the title of this chapter means control structures. Okay. So in this chapter we are going to study what are the control statements as well as structures you are using in Python. Okay students. So listen carefully. So first program we can say, so you all know and familiar about programs, isn't it? So each line of a program we are saying we can call or we can say as statements. Okay, for example, it's the first line, a equal to in the input, enter a number. So that's the first line, we can say that is one statement. Then second line, b equal to in the input of, enter number b. That's the second line, that we can say second statement. Okay, so a program may contain lot of statements or collection of statements. Okay, so if you need to get the output or if you need to get the proper result mean, you should execute all the statements. Isn't it or not? For example, if a program contains nearly 10 to 20 lines. So if you need to get the correct output means you should execute all the 20 lines. Then only you will get the output, isn't it? So only you are executing the first 10 lines and you are expecting the output for 20 lines mean, is it possible? Whether you will get the correct output? No, isn't it? So always you need to execute all the statements, how many statements you are writing in a program. Okay, so normally once you are executing the program, normally the program will execute line by line, that is called sequentially. Okay, so what do you mean by sequentially mean? For example, so if a program contains 10 lines, okay, so 10 lines means first it will execute the first line. Okay, then second it will execute second line, then third line, fourth line, fifth line. Likewise, if 10 lines are there means, so from the first line to 10 line it will execute as a order one by one, 1 2 3 likewise. Okay, so that kind of statements we are calling as a which one? Sequential statements. Okay student, that kind of statements we are calling as an what? Sequential statements. Okay, normally the statements executed normally the statement executed line by line, that means one after another or one line after the next line. So that we are calling as an sequential statement. Okay, then next one is alternative or branching. Okay, some situations we need to take the decisions based on the condition. Okay, some programs already we have studied lot of programs. So and also you have studied about conditions, if condition, isn't it? So some for example a program need to check whether the given number is odd or even. So you can check whether if this odd number means particular thing will execute. Sometimes it's an even number means particular statements will execute, isn't it? So based on the condition you should take or that program should take some decision, isn't it? So that kind of statement is called alternative or branching. So in that kind of statements whether the program can run at order? No, because for example if you are writing if condition, then some statements you will write, isn't it? Then else some statements you will write. So if a condition is true means orderly if statement will execute and the true statements you get as output. Sometimes if the condition is false means true block will not execute, only the else part will execute, isn't it? So at that kind of situations the program will not execute as an order or sequential. So that kind of statements is called what? Alternative or branching. Okay, so that's the second type of statement. Then third type, iteration or looping. Okay, so in some kind of situations particular set of codes or particular set of lines need to execute more number of times. Okay, so in some set of program particular set of line, for example loop we can say, sometimes you will for I equal to 0, I less than 5. Last year we study I plus, what's the meaning? So starting 0 from, so initial value 0 to 5, I less than or equal to 5 means, so 5 times the particular loop itself it will execute. So we can say the particular set of statements will execute more number of times or multiple number of times. That is called which kind of statement students? Iteration or looping. So understood the introduction part students? So program we can say means So a lot of statements are there. The statements need to execute some in some order, isn't it? Then only you will get output. So the sum to maximum, the program will execute one line after the next line. That is called sequentially. Sometimes based on the condition you need to take the decision which block need to execute. That kind of statements is called which one? Alternative or branching. In some situation, particular number of lines need to execute multiple times or more number of times. That kind of statement is called what? Iteration or looping. Understood? So next one is what do you mean by control structure? Okay. So control structure, what do you mean by control? Control means normally you need to control something. You are going to control something, isn't it? So likewise, so in a control structure, structures means the program statements. Okay. So you are going to control some program statements. Okay. So which one we are calling as a control statement or control structure means, so once you are executing, already you have studied, no? The control of the program jumps from one part to another part. For example, it may be a condition, if condition or if else condition means for sometimes it will execute only true block. Sometimes condition is false means directly it will jump to false part or else part, isn't it? So likewise the program statement causes the jump from one part of the program to next part of the program. So the program will not execute in any order, but that means the program will not execute in a sequential order, but it will jump from based on the condition or based on the thing, it will jump from one part to next part. That kind of statement is called which statement, students? Control statement or control structure. Okay, the same you have studied in last year C++ also. So in C++ we can call this control statement as a compound statement. Are you remembering anyone? So compound statements you have studied, no? So what do you mean by compound statements? It will alter the normal flow of a program. Okay, based on the depending on the state or depending on the condition, the flow of control move from one part of the program to next part. That is called what? Compound statement. Same thing only in Python we are saying was what? Control structure or control statement. Understood, students? So normally in a textbook they have given 3 kinds of control structure or 3 types of control structure. So normally how many types of control structures are there, students? 3 types. What are they? Sequential, alternative or branching, iterative or looping. Okay, this only already I have explained. What do you mean by sequential? Sequential means the program will execute one by one after another or one line after next line. That is called sequential. Alternative means the flow of control jumps from one part of the program to next part based on the condition, isn't it? Iterative or looping means particular number of lines or a particular set of codes need to execute as a multiple number of times. So that kind of statement is called which one? Iterative or looping statement. Okay. So now we are going to study about each and every statement in detail with example. Okay, students. So first one is sequential statement. Okay. So what do you mean by sequential? Sequential means set of statements will execute just in an order or one after another or one line after next line. So that kind of statement is called which statement, students? Sequential statement. Okay, this is a very important thing. Sequential, compound statement, iteration, looping. This is a very important concept. Okay, so what do you mean by sequential? So sequential statement means set of statements or sequence of statement execute one after another or one line after next line just in an order. That is called which statement? Sequential statement. Okay, so for that one best example program they have given. Okay, they are going to print some address of a people. Okay, so address of a people means always you need to write in some order, isn't it? So address means some format will be there. What's the format, students? First you will write your name, then your father name, then your house name or house number or door number and house name, then your street name, isn't it? Then pin code, district, isn't it? That is a just order only you need to write. Same way, such a kind of things you need to write in which order, students, or which kind of statement? Sequential statement. Okay, so here in example program they are going to print name, address and phone number. Okay, see the example program. So first line they are giving print. So if anything need to print in this output screen means which statement you should give, students? Print statement. So in the print, inside the print they are giving hello, this is Shyam. So the name of the particular person is Shyam. Second line they are giving the address of the person Shyam. Okay, so in what order they need to give? First they have given the door number, then street name, etc., then district. So this kind of codings or some kind of codings you need to write in a, or you need to run the program in order. That kind of program is called what? Sequential statement. Understood, students? Whether this address can print first line is a straight name, last line is a name, like that whether it can print? No, that's wrong, isn't it? So some based on the situations of the program or based on that you can give which kind of statement it is. Okay, student? Yes, next one is alternative and branching. Okay, so in our day-to-day life also, if you are taking means we need to take lot of decisions, lot of problems will come, lot of things will come. So in that you need to take lot of decisions. Okay, so sometimes we need to choose some alternate path to achieve our goal. Okay, so sometimes you need to move forward or stride forward and or walk forward to achieve our goal. Sometimes you need to go to some alternate path to achieve our goal. For example, okay, so you are traveling in a road. Normally, for example, you are going to reach so from Karangal to Marthandam. Okay, so normally how you will travel? Normal straight road, isn't it? From Karangal to Marthandam, straight road you will travel. So sometimes the road becomes blocked or because of the road or car, anything that your road, the normal way you are going, you know, that way becomes blocked. So what you will do? You will choose some alternate path, maybe through Palyadi or any other alternate path you will take and you will reach the place Marthandam. So your goal is the place Marthandam. So normally you can go Marthandam through straight way, but the path is blocked. So because of that block you are choosing some alternate path, but you are, at last you are reaching the goal Marthandam. Understood the concept? Likewise in a program also, the program needs to achieve the goal. Our program needs to yield a output. So, but the program needs to take decision based on the condition you are giving. So, that kind of statement is called what? Alternative or branching. Okay. So, the best example they are giving. So, the program is to check whether the given number is odd or even. Either even number becomes odd or even. At the same time, the both the number becomes will not be a odd or even. Okay. So, that kind of program you can write through which statement, students? Alternative or branching statement. Okay. Okay. So, alternative or branching statement. So, in Python, there are three kinds of alternative and branching statement. This is a very, very important question. Okay. This alternative and branching statement, very, very important question. So, what are the three types of alternative and branching statement means? Simple if statement, if else statement and if elif. Okay. So, this and all already you have studied in last year 11th standard C++ program. Same, only same concept. Okay. So, what are the three types of alternative or branching statement, students? If statement, if else and if elif. Okay. So, first one is the simple if statement. Okay. This and all already have studied. Those who studied this concept, they will easily get understood this one. Okay. So, very, very simplest concept is the simple if statement. Okay. So, this if statement always will take decision based on the condition you are giving. Okay. So, it's simple statement always will take decision based on the condition you are giving. Okay. So, the condition you are giving, no, this condition always you are giving in the form of some expressions or some operators. Okay. So, relational operators you have studied, no. So, what are the relational operators? Less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, isn't it? So, using that relational operators you are giving some conditions or you giving some expressions as a condition. Okay. So, what do you mean by simple if statement, students? So, simple it is a simplest statement. It will take decision based on the condition you are giving. So, condition you are giving in the form of what? Relational or logical expression. Okay. So, if they ask for 2 more question means you should write the definition, syntax and example. 2 more question means only definition and syntax enough. Same thing if they are asked for 3 more question means you need to write the definition, syntax and example. Okay. So, see the syntax. What's the syntax? If condition. So, okay, if is a statement, then inside that you are giving some condition. Then statements block 1. Okay. So, if you are giving some condition, no, so that condition is true means that statement block will execute. Okay. So, here there is no possibility to check whether the condition is false or not. Only the if statement will check whether your condition is true. Okay, students. So, if block will always check whether your condition is true. It will not check whether your condition is false. True means that block will execute. False means no message will be displayed as a output. Okay, students, see an example. See this example on program they are giving. program to check the age, that means the particular age is eligible for, or particular person is eligible for voting. So listen carefully students, this is the example program for if statement. Okay, so what's the definition of statement? So if statement only you can able to check whether the condition is true. So there is no statements or no parties there to check whether it's a false or not. Okay, so this is the one example program. So you are going to check particular person is eligible for voting. Okay, so what's the voting age students? The persons who have the age 18 and above, they can able to vote, isn't it? So that one you are going to check. Okay, so for that, first what you need to do, you need to enter your age. Okay, so for that you are giving the variable x. Okay, in the variable x you are going to enter the age. Okay, age means it's a number. So number means which data type you need to give students? Int. Okay, int. Then you are giving which function you need to give as input? Input of. Okay, so input of, you are giving enter your age. Okay, so in this place, so see, before the input of function also you should open the bracket. Then after the input of function also you should open the bracket. Then inside that you should give inside the double quotes. Then you should close the two brackets. Okay, so now you have asked the asked the user to enter the age of the particular person. Then what's the next step students? You need to check the age, isn't it? So what's the condition you need to give? So what's the voting age students? 18. The person who has 18 or above 18. So what's the condition you need to give? If condition, if. So in which variable you are storing the age? X. So the variable x. So what's the age? 18. So the person who has the age, or who have the age 18 and above, or the person who has satisfied the age 18 and above. Okay, so greater than or equal to 18. The variable x is greater than or equal to 18. So statement, listen carefully, if conditions and all, you should give this colon. Okay, so in Python this condition, if, else, this and this kind of things you should give colon. Okay, so you are giving the colon if x greater than or equal to 18. So which statement you need to give? See, conditions after the if condition, see on the line arrangement. So automatically it will, if you are giving pressing the enter button, automatically it will align the space like this. Okay, so no need to align the space. You first you need to give the if condition, then afterwards if you are pressing the enter button means automatically the space will align like this. Okay, so inside the if condition you are giving the statement print, you are eligible for voting, only that much. Whether you are giving any else part students? No, you are not giving any else part, isn't it? So now you are running the program. What output you will get first? Enter your age. So you are entering the age is 34. So what? So 34. So it will check whether 34 is greater than or equal to 18. So condition is true or false students? Yes, condition is true because 34 is greater than 18. So you are giving the statement, you are eligible for voting. Okay, so the program will execute and you will get the output, you are eligible for voting. Next, you are executing. Okay, again enter your age. You are entering the age is 16. Okay, so whether it will check. So it will check 16 is greater than or equal to 18. Whether 16 is greater than or equal to 18? No. So your condition is false. So once your condition get false, there is no chance to execute the false block. See, your condition is false means no statement will display. Only the prompt symbol will be displayed there. Okay, so that's the disadvantage of this if condition. If condition can able to check only the condition is true. Okay, there is no choice for checking whether condition is false or not. Okay, so to overcome this one, you are going to use another statement called if else. Okay, so if else statement you are going to study detailing. So next class. Okay, today up to this enough, I think it's so. So today study portion I am telling students. So today you should study control structure definition. Okay, define control structure definition you should study. Then that diagram, control statements, the diagram, they have given in the pyramid like structure, that diagram, control structure, that diagram. Then the control statement, what's that? If statement, if else, that definition, if else, and also you study this if statement also. Okay, don't waste time students, so you should study thorough. Okay students, so watch these videos also. So take care students, thank you, take care.